everyone, this is Abananas Loomz, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this boat bracelet that is created by Squad Loomer on Instagram. Squad Loomer's account is very amazing. She posts many beautiful bracelets, so you should definitely give her a follow. This is a reversible bracelet, and this is a signature side, and it looks like that on the other side. This bracelet requires 6 bar pins to complete, and if you want to make this bracelet without an extension, you will need 12 bar pins. Today I'm showing you how to make this bracelet using 6 bar pins only, because actually I only have 3 looms and that is 9 bar pins, which is not enough for me to make a full-length bracelet. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you what you need to make this bracelet. Today I'm going to be using this cocoa bands. This cocoa band for my border color, which is the one I use this skin tone band, and you will also need 24 of your middle bands. For this band you will need 33, and you will need 24 of your middle bands, which I'm going to use these I think they're the Halloween bands, and you will also need some bands for this orange and yellow part, and I'll be using these colors. This is teal from the Rainbow Loom store, and this is not from the Rainbow Loom store. This is from a store in my country, and I just bought it because I like the color. It's like a neon pink. I'm not sure if my camera can capture the color nicely, but it's actually a very nice. To start off, I'm going to grab my first border band and I place it over here, which is the third pin from the left and third pin from the right as well. So it's just like the middle peg, and then continue on the left side and the other left side like that, and on the right side. Now you're going to go up all the way to get to this peg and go inwards, but not so fast, because you're not going to go all the way inwards. So just go all the way till you get to this last peg, but don't turn it in yet, and I will be back. Just place your bands all the way up and stop when you get to this peg. Okay, so when you get to this point, you are going to go in, but you're going to stop at this peg. So you're going in twice on the left side, like that, and twice from the right side. But you're not going to place any band here. So as you can see, this part is empty. Oh, and actually you need one more band, so that is 34 bands. I'm sorry, I forgot to count this band that will be placed later on, but I'll include a text box, so yeah. And now we can place our middle bands, which is this part. So I'll be using these bands as I said. Just let me grab some. So you're going to start from this peg over here, this third peg, and you're going up like that, and then down like that. So it's basically an X, and then you do it all the way up. But on your last X, you are not going to place them yet. Just place your X all the way up, and I will get back just before I place my last X, because there's something that you want to do differently. So at this point, I am left with one last X, but this time I'm not going to place my X, I'm just going to drop 2 bands like that. So on the very last X, let me just show it to you again and let my camera focus. Just 2 rubber bands like that. Then we can place the bands that you want on the side for this orange and yellow part. So I'm going to alternate colors. You can alternate colors as well, or just use one color. I'm going to alternate mine. So grab your first band, and on this pack, your second pack, you are going to place the band going upwards, and then from the left into the middle, and from the right into the middle. You don't have to place your bands in the same order as I do, but you should keep it consistent so that you won't get confused. So up, and then from the left into the middle, and then from the right into the middle. But that is if you want to use one color, but I'm going to alternate my colors as I said. So to my neon pink, and you're doing the same on the right side, so you can do both at a time. So up, from left in, so you should see like arrows, and on this side, that, like that, and then just keep doing that till you get to your last row, and I will be back. So when you get to this step, I'm just going to show it to you in case you're unsure, because there are the drop bands here, but you're just going to ignore the bands that you dropped earlier and just place your bands like that, so that your dropped band will be like trapped, and do the same for this side. When you're done with this, you can turn your loom around so the arrows are now pointing towards you. So this is how your loom should look like. And then on the front, you have the dropped bands. So now we're going to get your other border band, this band, and you're placing it as a cap band but around these two pegs. So just a regular cap band double loop on those two pegs like that, and then you're going to loop your two brown border bands. Let me get my hook. So use your hook, go inside the cap band, grab this brown band and loop it to this side, and go inside and loop this brown band to this side. So you have this. Now you can place your X bands back on the pack, and if you notice your pattern, if you want to follow your pattern, that is, this side is underneath this side. So this side have to go first, followed by this. So I'm just going to use my hook and remove this loop like that, and then I use my hook and grab this band and stretch it over like that. Then I use my hook and bring this back on, and then I can remove this side. Then I grab this band like that and place it onto this peg and place this brown loop back on. So you should have this. So now you're just going to ignore the entire X portion because we're going to loop these arrow bands now. So for the arrow bands, you are going to place your hook and go inside this brown loop. You're not going to go inside this bottom brown loop. There are actually, when you loop this brown band, you can see that there's one more loop at the bottom. You're not going to go inside that one, so only the top one. Then you're grabbing your top band and loop it back to itself like that. Then go in and loop this band back to itself, and this one as well. So just loop all the bands back to themselves like that. Then go inside this peg like that, grab your top band and loop it back to itself. Like this. And you're doing the same thing on the right side. So just go inside this brown loop, grab the top band and loop it back. And then on the right side, you're doing that also. Just loop, oops. If this happens to you, just go from inside this brown part, grab the other end and just pull it up, just like that. Then go inside here and loop these 3 bands back to themselves as well. So do it on both sides. And when you loop that, go inside this new place created and loop the 3 bands or the 3 bands back to themselves. And go inside here and loop 3 bands back to themselves again, and do that all the way till you get to here, and then I'll be back. So now you may want to push these bands down on these 2 rows because you're going to loop the center row now, and your loom should now look like that. So now we're going to start to loop these bands. So you are going inside and it's not very clear because the background is dark and the band is dark. So I got an idea. I decided to use tissue paper, and it's better. So I hope it's easier to see the bands now. So go inside the cap band and you grab this band, the one on the left, and you're not going to loop it back, you are going to loop it to the peg beside it, like that. So you can see a twist. This is one band with this, just a twist. Then you're going inside this cap band and you're going to loop this band to the peg beside where it actually comes from. So it has that twisted look. So basically, as you can see, your bands are already like they're placed diagonally. So you're just going to loop it up. Oops, my hook was stuck. Just loop it up no matter which direction it came from. So inside here, push away all your bands. So you're going to push away all of your bands to get to your last band. Then you grab the last band and loop it up. So that's the easier way, just loop up regardless of where the band came from. But you have to push away all of your bands, then grab the last band and loop it up like that. And do that all the way. So just push away all of your bands, grab the last band and loop it up. Push all of the bands away, grab the last band and loop it up. And just keep doing that. So do that all the way till you get to the end of your loom, and then I'll tell you what to do next. So when you get to this point, you are going to the bottom of your loom, and now we can loop our border bands. So for this step is basically what you do for all the bracelets that are down on the loom like that. So you're just going to go inside this loop, then grab the last band and loop it to the side, and do that all the way up and stop on this peg, on this third peg from both sides. Stop there. So just loop it up and do the same for this right side. So go inside this place, get this band and loop it out to the side. Then push away all your bands till you see your last band and grab the last band and loop it up. And do that all the way. So push away all the bands, grab the last band and loop it up. And loop it all the way up to where I said to stop. And you have to be very careful on these last pegs that you are pushing away all of your bands till you get to the very last band, because when you're looping it with your bands, with your pegs in a straight line like that, you may not push back all of your bands sometimes. When you get to this peg, push away all of your bands, then go inwards. Make sure you're pushing away all of the bands. And then you're going to stop at this peg. So this band here is not looped yet. So you're going to push away all of your bands. Make sure you're pushing away all. Grab this last band, and after you pull it up, you're not going to loop it here. You're just holding it like that. Use your finger. You can use another hook. Like that. Then do the same thing on this side. So push away all of your bands till you see your very last band. Grab it up. And I'm just going to transfer. But yeah, just have them on a hook, or you can just use your fingers to support them, or you can place them through a toothpick or whatever, just like that. And now we can remove the bracelet from your loom. I recommend using your hook to pick it off your loom, or this, you can just like pick this side off the loom, and then this part's quite loose, so for this part you can just use your finger to pull, just like that. And then on this middle portion, use your hook again. Just do that because it will reduce the chances of your bands snapping. And then here's your bracelet. And whoa, my loom came apart. Look. Anyway, if you made this using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you made this using 12 bar pins, you will not need an extension. But if you need an extension, you should have these 2 loops here, like that. And actually this color is a bit cool. I like how the colors look. I think it looks a bit funky. I don't have the brown that I want for my extension, but I will just use these 2 bands and I'll remove them and change them later. But just to show you how to make an extension if you're unsure, you have these 2 loops on your hook, and you are going to grab one band, place it on your hook, and slide these 2 loops onto that band, and then you reconnect like that. And just keep doing that. So slide the 2 loops onto that band and then close it like that. And again. Just keep doing that till you get to whatever length that you need. And for example, if I want to stop here, I just like that, and stretch that out and attach my C-clip like that, and go to the other end. There should be a cap band here. Just grab the cap band and connect it to the C-clip like that, and you have your bracelet. And to make your bracelet look neater, you can stretch out the sides like that and give it a pull, and just make the border look neater. So this is how your completed boat bracelet will look like. And this is how the belt bracelet looks on the other side. And here's another example. So I hope you like this bracelet as much as I do. Once again, it's created by Squad Loomer on Instagram. And if this tutorial helped you out, please like the video and also subscribe to my channel, and remember to follow both myself and Squad Loomer on Instagram. My Instagram username is ABANANAS_LOOMZ Abananas Loomz. So thank you for watching. Bye!